I struck a chord I swore I'd buried, but your ghost came back unhurried. It rose from dust like old refrain, soft as whiskey, sharp as pain. You were the spark in my first fire, the echo in my lost desire. A name I whispered through the smoke, a vow half sung, a string that broke. We were thunder trapped in skin, too wild to lose, too raw to win. Hearts untuned but beating true, I burn like hell just touching you. And now I play the songs alone, to shadows cast from flesh and bone. But every note still knows your name, and bleeds in chords I cannot tame. Love bleeds in crimson chords, where memory strikes and silence roars. Not in sonnets, not in grace, but in the tremble lovers chase. It weeps in bends, it screams in slides, it hides in truth, the song confides. You were the verse I can't ignore. Love bleeds in crimson chords. We danced in rooms where time stood still, made promises the stars won't fill. You kissed like storms across my fret, then vanished like a last sunset. I wore your scent in every town, in every dive where I broke down. Played solos drunk on what we lost, paid for love at freedom's cost. Some nights I see you in the crowd, your phantom swaying soft unbowed. And though the lights are blind and loud, I swear I hear you sing somehow. Love bleeds in crimson chords, like secrets carved in old dashboards, like names we scratched into motel walls, like truth that breaks before it falls. It lives in rifts I can't let die, in every tear I don't know why. You're gone but I still keep the score. Love bleeds in crimson chords. I've tried to write you off the page, to cage your ghost, to calm the rage. But every melody I find still bends itself back to your spine. No bridge can take me far enough, no chorus softens what was rough. You stitched inside my amplifier, a static kiss, a song on fire. So if one day this music ends, and I am ashes in the bends, just let them find these words I stored your name in crimson chords. Love bleeds in crimson chords, from shattered keys to burning boards, from every stage I've ever faced, to quiet rooms where you're replaced. Not every song was meant to heal, some love was born too raw, too real. So when the final note implores, know this: love still bleeds in crimson chords. It's 2 a.m. and I I'm still awake. Your shadows dancing through the haze. That old six-string by the bed still sings the words I never said. I tried to run, but your ghost remains in every chord and sweet refrain. The strings remember every flame, and every night they cry your name. When the guitar cries your name, it bleeds the notes I can't contain. Each solo's like a tear I've kept from promises I never kept. You're gone, but you still remain in every echo, in every pain. And I break all over again when the guitar cries your name. I see you in the vinyl spin, in every verse where love begins. That melody we once believed now trembles like a falling leaf. I bend the strings, I feel them tear, but baby, you're still everywhere. When the guitar cries your name, it howls through silence, mourns the flame. The amp is low, the lights are dim, but you're the ache in every hymn. I can't escape, I can't explain how this fretboard still feels the same. It weeps beneath my blame when the guitar cries your name. Maybe someday I'll write you a song that doesn't feel so lost, so wrong. But tonight it's just this hollow sound of love that's buried underground. Still burning in the last refrain. No encore, no light remains, just broken strings and endless rain. But I play just the same when the guitar cries your name. And every night I touch these strings, I swear I feel your touch again. Electric kisses and thunder dreams. Yeah. You lit a spark in a stormy sky, red lips glowing like a battle cry. Your touch hit harder than the rain, burned like whiskey through my veins. Leather nights and neon flames, we were lovers with no shame. Every silence pulls me You're still my wildest theme, my electric kiss, my thunder dream. Yeah, you're still my thunder, my electricity, my dream. I was the verse that lost its rhyme, a broken song out of time. But then you walked in, sweet and wild, turned my silence into fire. Your smile lit up my lonely stage, your laugh broke through the cage. Now every chord I play is you in some kind of way. I never believed in forever lines, but you changed every note of mine. You're my power ballad, the storm that saves my soul, the anthem in my silence, the fire that makes me whole. When the world fades out of tune, I just close my eyes and think of you, and I rise, yeah, I rise again. You're my power ballad, my sweetest refrain. We kissed under thunder skies, like a solo that never dies. You held me close like a melody, carved in vinyl, wild and free. You're the chorus I always seek, the high note when I feel weak. And every line I write is you in the pale stage light. With your love I find my sound, even when the lights go down. You're my power ballad, the song that never ends. With every breath I have left, I'll sing you back again. In every echo through the night, you're the reason my heart finds light. You're the roar inside the rain. You're my power ballad, my sweet refrain. I don't need the charts of fame, just your heartbeat in the flame. One guitar, one stage, one name, and it's always been the same. You're my power ballad, the scream behind my smile, the verse I never knew I needed, that made this life worthwhile. So if I vanish in the crowd, no, I sang your name out loud. You're the reason I remain. You're my power ballad, my love, my flame. Yeah. You're my power, my ballad, forever played in me. The sun was setting on a desert line. You took my my hand and said, "This road is mine." With the wind in your hair and your boots on the dash, we had nothing to lose, just a full tank and a pass. Your eyes were stars, my soul a spark. You lit the night like a midnight lark. We were running from silence, chasing the sound of love in the rear view, never slowing down. On the highway of our hearts, where every mile tears us apart, then pulls us close like gravity through every storm and memory. We drive through joy, we crash through pain, but always find each other again. No map, no rules, no stop, no start, just the highway of our hearts. Old songs played from the radio's breath. You leaned in close, whispered no regrets. We painted dreams on broken skies, burned every doubt with headlight eyes. And even when the night turns cold, you're the fire I still hold. On the highway of our hearts, we leave behind the faded parts. You're the rhythm in my rebel soul, the destination I can't control. We ride through time, we race the stars, no matter how near or how far. We're never really apart on the highway of our hearts. Maybe someday we'll reach the end, or maybe the road just turns again. But I'd rather be lost with you than found without the view. On the highway of our hearts, we've come so close, we've fallen hard. But every breakdown led to this, another shot, another kiss. And when we're old and roads are gone, our love will still be rolling on, like the thunder and the spark on the highway of our hearts. We'll keep driving with no end in sight, you and me in the headlights of the night. You walked in like a runaway flame, leather boots and a hurricane name. I was a chord waiting to be played. You struck the match, the whole world swayed. Your kiss, a solo on my skin, each touch a note that pulls me in. We danced through fire, no second chance, just burning hearts in riffs of romance. These riffs are romance, wild and free, screaming louder than the fear in me. You bent my soul like a whammy bar, crashing through the night like a shooting star. Love ain't soft, it's a six-string trance. We're riding high on riffs of romance. You hum a tune, I play along. Your heartbeat's got its own damn song. We're not perfect, hell we clash, but the sparks fly when our shadows flash. You're the feedback in my veins, the reason thunder feels like rain. We fight, we fall, we take that stance, then dive back into riffs of romance. These These riffs of romance, they never fade, etched in time like a love parade. You're the tremble in my tone, the only solo I've ever known. So crank it loud, this wild romance, 'cause we were born for riffs of romance. Yeah, we were born for riffs of romance. You walked in like a power chord scream, turned my silence into a fever dream. Leather and lace, fire in your eyes, you tuned my soul with your wild goodbyes. We weren't perfect, we were loud, kissing in echoes, chasing the sound. Every fight, every touch, every crack felt like a solo that never looked back. I'm falling in love with feedback. Your voice in the amp, no need to act, to scorching your kiss, so real, so raw, like love that breaks every natural law. Screaming through the static, no need to speak. I find you in the frequencies I seek. Yeah, I'm falling in love with feedback. Your goodbye sounded like a martial scream, still haunts me deep in every dream. I try to play soft, but the volume grows. Your name comes out in every note I throw. You're the reason my strings still bend. Every song I write, you're the end. Your memory howls like a ghost on stage, feeding my heart from amp to rage. I'm falling in love with feedback, with the echo that always pulls me back. You left me noise, not silence or shame. Now every riff still calls your name. No clean break, just broken game. I bleed your love in waves of flame. Still falling in love with feedback. I try to find peace in acoustic nights, but baby your chaos felt more right. And when the stage is dark and bare, your shadow hums in the midnight air. I'm falling in love with feedback, where your soul and the static overlap. Your love's a loop that won't let go, a reverb dreaming rock and roll. You're every screech, every slide I need, my distortion angel, wild and free. Yeah, I'm still falling in love with feedback. Empty room, blinking light, cassette reel spinning through the night. Smoke curls slow from a cigarette, but your goodbye I can't forget. I play our song on the worn-out tape, your whispers caught in every scrape. The silence breaks, then fades to gray, but your echo never drifts away. It's your voice in the echo chamber, calling me like a lost remainder. Every reverb, every sound is your name just circling round. I try to tune out all the pain, but the chorus always feels the same. You're gone, but you still remain. Your voice in the echo chamber. We carved our dreams in stereo. Now I'm trapped where the memories go. You once sang soft in my left ear, now the feedback's all I hear. Vinyl skips where love once flowed, needle stuck on what we know. No new verse, no final page, just static trapped inside this cage. I scream into the microphone, but somehow I'm still not alone. It's your voice in the echo chamber, fading in like a fallen savior. I chase the notes, but they slip through, still haunted by the sound of you in every chord, in every line. Your melody rewinds in time, forever spinning in this frame. Your voice in the echo chamber. You said love was a symphony, but baby, you were the key. Now all that's left is the reverb inside me. It's your voice in the echo chamber, a ghost wrapped in a power fader. I play it loud, I play it clear, just to feel like you're still near. This substrate that we once made keeps your shadow in the fade. No matter how the silence came, your voice still calls in the echo chamber. Your voice, your voice, your voice in the echo chamber. I was born beneath a broken chord, where silence bled and dreams were stored. Played 100 songs in empty bars, but none could match the way you are. You walked in like a midnight flame, burning louder than my shame. One glance and the world stood still, like a solo I had yet to feel. Your touch, a tremolo on fire. Your voice, my long-forgotten choir. You didn't speak in words or rhyme. You played me slow, then stole my time. And every time you turned away, I heard you in the notes I'd play. Your ghost would linger in the slide, bending through the tears I hide. I wasn't ready, I wasn't whole, but you became the solo of my soul. Not a verse, not a fleeting line, but a sound that cut through space and time. You carved your name the spotlight fades and turns to rage. Now I roam the night in amplifier haze, chasing echoes through feedback mazes. No applause, no final bow, just your name in the silence now. Ooh. And every bridge I try to cross collapses under all I lost. But I still sing, I still pretend that maybe this song won't end. You're not a memory, not a role. You're the never-ending solo of my soul. Not a breakdown or reprise, but the ache in every rise. I'd play you loud, I'd play you true, my fingers bleeding notes of you. You're the part that makes me whole, the solo carved inside my soul. So if one day they ask me why I never let this old love die, I'll say you're the song I can't let go, the solo of my soul. And I still play you slow. We met where the highway kissed the edge of town, neon bleeding through the windows down. You were smoke and silver boots in flame, a shadow wrapped in a rock star name. I asked you why you looked like war. You said love never knocks, just kicks the door. I laughed like a man who lost the fight. Then you took my hand and killed the night. We didn't need no song to start. Your body played the strings of my heart. Your lips were thunder, your breath was wine, and baby, that storm still plays in mine. We slow danced in leather rain while the sky cried out like a runaway train. You whispered sins in minor keys and begged for more on broken knees. The thunder clapped like drums of fate, but nothing drowned what we create. Just you and me, no shame, no name. A slow dance in leather rain. The world was soaked in black and chrome, two rebels far from any home. You told me stories you'd never tell, each word a spark, each pause a spell. I held you like a prayer in flame, trying to forget who I became. But you knew me more than I had dared, in the way your silence truly cared. Your eyes were mirrors cracked with grace, each glance a scar I longed to trace. And though the night grew fierce and wide, we stayed beneath that storm and lied. Lied to time, lied to the ache, pretending love would never break. We slow danced in leather rain, with the world erased in a lover's lane. The lightning drew our silhouettes, I still play our reckless tune when the sky turns black and the night feels June. You were never gone, never plain. You're the ghost in every chord I strain. Still we move raw and unchained forever in that slow dancing leather rain. I try to walk away, but your song keeps pulling me back. Like a ghost on a broken stage, you're the whisper in every track. You left without a single chord, no goodbye, no minor fall. But every time I close my eyes, I hear you echo through it all. You're the piano in my silence, the scream beneath my calm. And every night I try to sleep, you play me like a phantom song. I burned the notes, I broke the strings, I smashed the vinyl on the floor. But your melody keeps bleeding in like I never closed that door. I'm chained to your melody, like thunder tied to sky. Every verse you gave to me still makes me tremble, makes me cry. No key can turn, no flame can free the chords you left inside of me. You walked away, but can't you see I'm still chained to your melody? I hear your laughter in the static, in every station that I scan. The past repeats like haunted tapes, still stuck inside this man. I play with strangers in the dark, try to write new songs in vain. But every lyric turns to you, every chorus ends in pain. You were more than just a song, you were rhythm in my chest. Now I'm dancing with your memory, a solo I can't suppress. I try to tune you out, but love won't let me change the scale. You're the reason every ballad ends with silence and a wail. I'm chained to your melody, like a prisoner in my own refrain. You're the storm in my harmony, the rust in every chain. I sing to crowds but bleed alone, still trapped in every undertone. No stage too far, no time too late. You're the song I can't escape. And if one day you hear me live, screaming through the smoke and tears, know each line I felt out loud was born from all our shattered years. I don't need applause or light, just one more chance to set it right. But until then I'll play and pray and carry you in every night and day. I'm chained to your melody, no verse can set me free. Even silence sings of you, like a ghost trapped in a key. So strike the chords and bend the pain till your song returns again. Until I'm dust, until I flee, I'll be chained to your melody. I've sung for empty rooms and shadows in the crowd, played verses like confessions, but never said them out loud. I've chased applause and neon lights, but every stage just felt like night, until your eyes met mine from row 16, and suddenly I knew what love could mean. You weren't just watching, you were the song, the one I'd been writing and all along. Each lyric lost until your smile appeared, and every note I played became clear. I missed my cue, forgot my line, but baby, your heartbeat stayed in time. And when the band swelled into gold, that's when my trembling soul was told. Forever starts in this chorus, not in diamonds, not in vows, not in wedding bells or endless wells, but in the way you're looking now. No need for rings or guarantees, just sing with me and set me free. We've got the rhythm, we've got the fire. Forever starts right here in this choir. I've kissed behind the curtain, held hands beneath the stage, but never felt the world stand still like I did when you turned the page. Your laughter cut through feedback hum like a melody I'd never strummed. You were thunder in my quiet chords, a voice that rewrote all my words. So if this is the only night we get, let it be the one we won't forget. Don't need tomorrows to believe, just this chorus, just you and me. Forever starts in this chorus, like fire catching rain, like a solo bursting through the dark that never fades again. We don't need maps, we don't need signs, we're already past the finish line. The world can wait, the crowd can roar. Forever starts on this dance floor. So take my hand beneath the lights, let's steal the song, forget the night. The bridge will come, the verses go, but this one truth is all I know. Forever starts in this chorus, and I'll sing it till I'm gone. Let the drums roll like destiny, let the strings play on and on. Every heartbeat, every breath, this is love that cheats the death. Don't say goodbye, don't say a word, forever's here in every chord you've heard. And when the music fades away, if we forget what we used to say, just play this tune, we'll find the flame in this chorus. We'll love again. We met where the streetlights hum like dreams, in the backbeat of some midnight scheme. You were leather and cherry smoke, I was broken chords and second strokes. Rain fell soft on the city skin, but you pulled me out, drew me in. Your smile was reckless, your touch a flame. Nothing in my life's been the same. You whispered secrets in static tones, I felt less dead, less alone. We danced through alleys, kissed through fire, hearts beating faster than amplifier wire. I told myself I'd leave by dawn, but your light kept dragging me on. And every time I tried to run, you burned brighter than the sun. Neon nights, endless love. You played your name on my skin like strings. With every note, 1,000 things. Regret, desire, the past, the fall. But with you I wanted it all. We never planned, we never slowed. We just burned down every road. You and heals me with a song, knowing this ride might not last long. But baby, I choose this every time. Your lips, your laugh, your reckless rhyme. Even if it ends in rain, I'd ride that thunder train again. Neon nights, endless love, like lightning wrapped in velvet glove. You crash through me, you break the chain, make every heartbreak worth the pain. Through shattered stars and skies above, we live in neon nights, endless love. I've tried to write you out in ink, but the truth just made me sink. I've tried to scream you out in sound, but your silence always comes back around. You're the ghost I never fight, the only shadow that feels right. You're the song the jukebox saves, the voice that rises from the graves. So if you see me on the stage, still bleeding through another page, know that every word, every refrain is me calling out your name. Neon nights, endless love, still flickering in the stars above. I walk alone, but you're still near, a melody only I can hear. No matter what I let go of, I'm yours in neon nights, and endless love. And when I'm gone, let it be known, you were the fire in my tone. The last chord I'll ever strum will be where our echoes come undone. No grave, no time, no sky too high can steal the gleam from your goodbye. You're the chorus I made of my neon nights, my endless love. You were always out of frame, a shadow dancing through my flame. Never took the stage, never stole the light, but you owned every chord I played that night. I'd catch you in the cables, in the smoke, backstage in a silence only we spoke. While the crowd screamed my name, you whispered like a prayer I couldn't tame. You said, don't sing for them, sing for me. And I did night after night, faithfully. But they'll never know that every cry was your name tangled in the sky. Your fingers brushed the fretboard's ghost and turned my heart into your host. We kissed between the notes and strings, where feedback hides and silence stings. And I could never play the same after you whispered through my veins. Not a love that showed its face, but one that haunted every place. was always proof that love can echo from the dark and never lose its mark. The world just heard a lonely song, but you and I both knew they were wrong. You were in the bends, the scream, the slide, the tremble I could never hide. I wore leather and you wore hush, our rhythm built from pulse and rush. You stayed in shadows, never asked, and I gave you every broken mask. I searched for you in every show, but you were gone before the glow. Left me lyrics and a drink half touched, and a silence that screamed too much. I tried to chase you through the crowd, but ghosts don't travel where it's loud. Still, when the final note won't land, I feel your fingers in my hand. There are whispers behind the amp where your goodbye became my stamp. No spotlight, no rose, no cry, just echoes I can't amplify. The band moves on, the lights descend, but your ghost plays through every end. I scream alone, they call it art, but it's you tuning my heart. So if you hear this on some night in a dive bar drowning in red light, know this song was never fame, it's just a man calling your name. The crowd may fade, the speakers die, but your echo still survives. A phantom in my every jam, still whispering behind the amp. We met in a record store on a Tuesday rain. You were humming ball, we lost in your lane. Leather jacket, cracked black boots, spinning vinyl like chasing truths. You looked at me like I was noise, but smiled like love was still a choice. I asked your name, you rolled your eyes, but baby, in that moment, time capsized. We didn't fall fast, we fell loud like thunder tearing through the crowd. Your kiss hit like a midnight riff, raw, electric, rough and swift. We carved our names in sleeve and spine of albums scratched by love and wine. And every time that record played, the world stood still, the pain obeyed. Vinyl kisses, warm and slow, crackling under the stereo's glow. You kiss like needle to groove divine, every second pressed in time. And I swore with your hand in mine, these rock and roll vows would outlast the line. We made promises backstage and blind, in motel beds and rhythm unkind. Fought like fire and made up in flames, wrote ballads without broken names. No preacher spoke, no chapel walls, just our echo in bathroom halls. We married in the roar of amps, with cigarette rings and highway lamps. You said, don't give me diamonds or lace, just play that song and hold my face. And I did, baby, night by night, under moonlight or arena lights. Vinyl kisses, bruised but true, still spinning like I spin for you. Even when we broke apart, that chorus still beats in my heart. You were wild, you were straight and raw, and I loved you and the crash of drums we'd both still feel. You weren't perfect, hell, neither was I, but we made love out of every goodbye. And if one day this all rewinds, if I'm just a ghost in forgotten lines, know this truth above all sounds: you're the vow that never drowned. You taught me love's not soft or clean. It's steel string, ragged, wild, unseen. It bleeds, it breaks, it begs, it howls, but it stays in vinyl and in vows. So tonight I play our song again to the back row ghosts, to where we've been, and every crackle, every bend still sings your name, my fiercest friend. Vinyl kisses and rock and roll vows, tattooed on time, unbroken now. You and me, no church, no crowd, just the music, fierce and proud. 'Cause love like ours don't fade or bow, it spins forever, and forever starts now. Hearts on fire, strings and flames. I saw you standing in the smoking sound, leather heart eyes burn the ground. You didn't smile, you didn't speak, but baby you set fire to my wheat. One chord rang and you turned slow, lit a cigarette with your halo glow. I knew right then, no way to tame a girl who sets the strings in flame. We didn't fall, we crashed instead, through hotel sheets and words unsaid. Your kiss was a riot, your breath a fight. We burned the rules in a single night. You didn't ask for soft or safe, you pulled me deep where wild hearts ache. And every time your lips took aim, my hands forgot their fretboard shame. Hearts on fire, strings and flames. We love like thunder, screamed each name. No candlelight, no sweet refrain, just lightning locked in lust and rain. We broke the chords, we bent the sky, but never said a last goodbye. Still chasing echoes in the haze. Hearts on fire, strings and flames. You wore the night like a velvet scarf, my name tattooed in your last bar. We played each other like guitars torn, every touch a brand, every sigh a storm. I wrote you songs in motel dust, on bathroom mirrors and lines of rust. You lit my soul, then let it freeze, but I'd still die to hear you breathe. They called us chaos, called us sin, but didn't see what lived within. Two rebels lit by sacred pain, singing truth through gasoline. I've kissed others, felt the breeze, but never fire, just memories. They played sweet but couldn't stay. Your chords still haunt me night and day. Hearts on fire, strings and flames. We tore the quiet, rewrote the game. You danced like a drum line out of hell, and I followed where the fever fell. No harmony could hold us long, but damn, we made a savage song, still ringing through my blood and veins. Hearts on fire, strings and flames. Stage and screaming like nights in vinyl age. The way you'd move, half love, half war, still haunts me when I slam that door. And if this life should turn to ash, I'll carve your name in my last crash. Let heaven take the saints and shame, but save a place for us in flame. So baby, when the curtain calls, I'll hear your voice in burning halls, and we'll rise again through smoke and pain, two souls reborn in riff and rain. Hearts on fire, strings in flames, no grave can hold these wild remains. We love like storms, we love like truth, still howling down the halls of youth. So play me loud and scream my name. We were hearts on fire, strings in flames. I saw you leaning by the exit light, lipstick smudged from the after fight. My hand still shook from that final chord. You looked like a prayer I couldn't afford. You didn't cheer, didn't need the sound, just watched me burn the whole place down. You said you give the world what's left of you, and I knew then what you saw was true. We didn't talk in verses sweet, we made a bed of shattered beats. No wine, no flowers, no cliche lines, just torn up jeans and borrowed time. Backstage promises never flee, said sing me something you won't leave. So I whispered low beneath the smoke of how I meant, though hearts still broke. Backstage promises whispered fast, love like lightning that'll never last. No cameras, no crowds, just breath and skin, and a song that starts where the world grows thin. We wrote forever in a dressing room haze, between the feedback and the praise. You were the truth I could never confess, my backstage promise in a midnight dress. You traced my scars like faded tracks, said all your exits lead you back. And maybe that's why I stayed too long, hiding my soul in someone else's song. You knew the boy behind the flame, the man who trembled after fame. And every encore, every cheer felt empty without you near. The world just sees a rock star's grin, but you saw the cracks beneath my skin. I never asked you to believe, but you held me when I couldn't breathe. We made love like a war sound, no promises to stick around. But when you left, you took my spine, and I've been off key ever since that time. Backstage promises, soft and real, carved in sweat and spinning reels. Not meant for daylight, not for peace, but for the nights we couldn't release. No vow on paper could compare to what we shared behind that stare. You were the line between truth and mess, my backstage promise in a torn black dress. Now I still roam these roads alone, crowds and lights but no true home. The band still plays, the speakers cry, but I feel dead behind the high. And sometimes when the show is done, I feel your breath where there is none. And in the dressing mirror's frame, I mouth your name like it's still flame. You never asked for songs or fame, just for the man beneath the name. But I was too wild, too full of fear, to hold the one who saw so clear. So here's my last refrain. loss and stress. My backstage promise, my broken yes. I still keep it folded in my old guitar case, a paper stained with sweat, time, and grace. Your handwriting wild across each line, the set list for a night you once called mine. It started with Slow Burn on Main Street, where you caught my eye and skipped my beat. Then came Crash of the Midnight Smile, when we kissed like flames that knew no trial. The crowd just swayed, but we stood still, two hearts bending to the same thrill. You sang with me, though you never knew. You were every lick I ever drew. Set list for two, carved in chords, moments we kept, not awards. No charts, no hits, just sacred tunes. We wrote them under blood-red moons. You were the verse, I was the groove. No rehearsals, we just moved. Time never knew what we could do with a set list made for two. Remember Thunder and Hotel 9? You threw your heels, I lost my spine. We broke the lamp, then broke some rules. Made love like heathens, laugh like fools. Whispers in the dressing room light. What's your favorite, soft and right? You said it sounded just like fall, like fragile truth against the wall. We had no plan, no final track, just feedback scars along our back. You said let's make this moment scream, so we did inside a vinyl dream. Set list for two, born from sin, played on flesh beneath the skin. Not for radio, not for fame, just inked in fire, not in shame. You were my chorus, wild and true. I'd lose the stage to sing with you, and damn the world if only it knew that we had a set list made for two. But every show must face its end, even those that don't pretend. You left before the final line, took your half and crossed the spine. I played the rest alone that year, with hollow notes and borrowed cheer. The crowd still roared, the lights still shone, but baby, the music felt overgrown. I tried to write new songs, new days, but your echo lived in every phrase. No bridge could take me far from you. You were still my set list through and through. So here I stand, older now, still chasing hearts with sacred vows. But if tonight my strings ring true, it's 'cause I'm still playing that set list for two. Set list for two, faded and torn, but still the reason I was born. They call them songs, I call them us, two souls that met in fade and dust. And when the last light says we're through, I'll take my bow, still thinking of you. No need for heaven, no debut. I had a set list made for two. Sung 1,000 songs in smoke and fire lit up arenas, fed their choir. My voice has cracked in morning's frost, but the words that mattered most got lost. They screamed for hits, they begged for flame, but never asked who lit my name. Behind the chords, behind the fame, you were the reason I even came. You stood backstage in faded black, never asked me to come back. You never stole the center light, but baby, you owned every night. While I played gods and burned through sins, you traced the silence on my skin. And in the crowd's ecstatic roar, I only heard your whisper more. So if this is the final stage, the end of songs, the closing page, let the spotlight fade, let the rafters roar. Just give me your name on my last encore. Your name on my last encore, what all the others were written for. No chart, no fame, no screaming crowd can drown your voice or play it loud. You were the key, the final chord, the truth behind my every word. So when they cheer and beg for more, I'll sing your name on my last encore. I wore the road like a second skin, chased every town, drank every sin. But no motel fire, no kiss in haste could taste like you, not one could taste. They called me legend, called me wild, but you just smiled like I was a child. You knew the boy before the stage, before the ink, before the rage. You never asked for proof or pay, you just stayed when I slipped away. You loved the man behind the line, the verse I never dared to sign. And now the lights begin to dim, the strings go cold, the edges rim. I see your eyes across the floor, the only face I'm playing for. Your name on my last encore, rising up from the crowd's uproar. Not just a song, but a vow in flame, burned in the bridge of my broken name. You were the start, you'll be the end, my lover, fire, ghost and friend. So if they beg for one song more, I'll give them you in my last encore. Drum roll slow, let the stage fall clean, let them forget where I have been. But in this final thundered breath, I'll sing you back from time and death. No need for scripts, no pyros bright, just your name on a string of light. Let every note, each echo soar. You're the anthem on my last encore. So if tonight I fade away, let them remember what I play. Not fame, not flame, not a rebel lord, but just one name on my last encore. Still hear you in the tuning hum, and the crowd goes quiet and the lights go numb. Your name hangs soft on the amp's warm breath, like a song I wrote but never said. You were the silence between each chord, the space where love and loss was stored. No need for lyrics, no need for rhymes, just your heartbeat keeping time. I see your face in my open case, between old pics and satin lace. And though you're gone, your shadow clings in whispers beneath the guitar strings. You, the breath behind my song. You, the place where I belong. Even now through all these things, you're the whispers beneath the guitar strings. I've loved in lights and lost in bars, chased forever between the stars, held strangers like they'd save my soul, but none could make the silence whole. For lovers lost and lovers true, for hearts that broke but still beat through. I sing for them, I play for pain, and for your voice inside the rain. You once said if love is real, it plays like truth, not what you feel. I didn't get it then, too blind, too loud, but now I hear it through the crowd. You, the fire in soft goodbyes. You, the tear I hide in lies. Every solo still gently rings with whispers beneath the guitar strings. For the ones who loved and walked away, for the ones who begged but couldn't stay, for lips that kissed then turned to ghosts and held on tight when it hurt the most. This song's for you, for every name that still burns under echo's flame, for midnight hands and morning wings and whispers beneath the guitar strings. I see the couples in the haze, holding tight through life's wild phase, and I smile, knowing they don't know how rare it is when hearts still grow. But I still hope they'll make it through, that love won't fade like me and you. And if one night their voices ring, may they hear us in the strings. 'Cause somewhere deep in every fret is a love not done, not gone, not yet. A quiet vow no silence drowns, a ghost that walks from town to town. You, the verse I'll never write. You, the hush in every fight. No encore, no curtain wings, just whispers beneath the guitar strings. So if this is the last song I play, let it be for you, far away. No spotlight, no final scene, just your name in this six-string dream.